guys, welcome back. Long time no talk. This is going to be my 2-month postpartum and 2-month baby update of Miss Daisy Elizabeth. She actually turned 2 months like 5 or 6 days ago. I'm a little late in filming this, but I wanted to wait until after she had her 2-month doctor's appointment. So let's go ahead and jump in with her stats. First, she was born May 23rd, and we had a doctor's appointment on July 25th, so she was 2 months and 2 days at that doctor's appointment, but she weighed in at 12 pounds and 7 ounces, and she was 24¼ inches long. So she was in the 98th percentile for height. Wow. I'm 5'2", by the way, just putting that out there. And she was in the 74th percentile for weight for her age. Now, she was a week overdue, so we expected her to be a little bit big, you know, because she was 9 pounds when she was born. But she's still keeping steady. It's not like her percentiles are going down or anything. She's keeping her size up. But yeah, she's a big girl, growing a lot. She's been gaining, I guess, about ½ pound a week, so pretty normal. All right, so other than that, major things that she's been able to do in this last month, she can hold her head up. And not just like kind of sort of, but like fully hold her head up. Before she was just kind of like doing a little lift, you know, try like this, like just a little. Now she can fully like lift her head. Like if you put her on your shoulder to burp her, she'll just like completely lift her head up and like bob around. You have to like hold her steady. She can sit up now, not completely on her own, not unassisted. I don't leave her unattended, but she can like sit up in her little seat that has like a rest behind her, and I prop her up with a burp cloth on one side of her head. And she just kind of hangs out in her little seat. Not for long, we just do it for a few minutes, but she definitely likes it because she can look around. She loves looking around. We always did our baby like walks with the dog at night, like in a stroller with her, but lately I've been wearing her in the baby carrier, and she loves it. She usually falls asleep if we walk around in the stroller, and I don't want to do that because then she falls asleep, and then it's bedtime in an hour, and then she's to take a nap, and then she doesn't sleep as well through the night. So I like wearing her in the carrier because she stays alert the entire walk, and she just looks at all the lights and watches the cars and watches the dog, and we can talk to her. She smiles. So that's another thing. She is smiling. Oh my gosh. She's just started making some really cute noises too. Not laughing yet and not talking obviously, but she like goes, oh, you know, oh, oh. I can't do it, but ah. She's just kind of like two sounds in one. Oh, or yeah, you know. She really likes that, and she smiles back at you when you smile at her, so that's really cute. So let's go ahead and talk about her sleeping. We were, from birth to like 4 weeks or 5 weeks or so, she was sleeping on her back, swaddled tightly with her arms in a halo sleep sack in her bassinet. But then she started spitting up a lot, and doctor said it could be acid reflux, you know, and so they recommended, you know, keeping her at not putting her completely flat sometimes, you know, not for all night, but just to see, you know, so she didn't spit up as much. Do we notice when she lies down that she spits up more? I'm like, yes. Her pack and play sheet is just like right behind her head when she lays down. There's just like a little puddle of spit. So every time, and then, you know, when you hold her, you change her position too fast, she spits up. So we knew, I'm like, I don't think she's being overfed. I think she just like is having trouble digesting or something. So we had been putting her in her rock and play, which is a slightly angled little seat that she can go in, and we found that she was sleeping in it so well that we were letting her sleep in it. Hold on, I'll tell you. But she was sleeping in it from about 10 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. Like maybe 4:30 a.m., but she was getting like 6½ to 7½ hours a night in that rock and play. And it was amazing. But then we went to the doctor, and she was like, yeah, she can't sleep in that all night. It's bad for the back of their head. It's, you know, she can turn her head now, and so she can like suffocate herself in the side of it like that. And then her arms are swaddled in, so it's not like she can even push herself off if she gets like stuck in a corner, you know. She just suffocates, so that's not good, obviously. And then, you know, it's just not the safest. The safest is for her to be on her back flat in like a tightly fitted sheet in a bassinet or a crib. So I was like, okay. So we switched her back to her bassinet, laying flat on her back, still arms swaddled in. And she does sometimes break free. She still is a squirmy little wormy, as we call her. But she is happily going to sleep in it with white noise only. But she's been waking up more, like every few hours again. Like she'll wake me up at 2 or 3 instead of like 4 or 5. So one night, I definitely did not appreciate 3 wake-ups in the middle of the night on a night that I had to go to the office in the morning. So I get up at about 5:30. So that third wake-up at 4:45 in the morning, I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, okay. So that was not cool, but She has had nights where she slept 10 to 6 all the way, and I had to wake her up at 6 to feed her before I went to work. So it's pretty cool. She's doing pretty well. Also, this last month I went back to work at 8 weeks. So that's been an adjustment. She's been spending Monday through Friday, like 8 to 4 at least, at either my parents or Ben's parents, my husband's parents' house. And they've been watching her, and it's pretty nice. Like, I can check in at lunch, I can drop by, I can feed her at lunch. They're only about 3 miles away, each of their houses, so I'm able to stop by and see her. And it was really hard to go back to work, but when I'm working from home, I can go visit. And then when I am not working from home, I have had to be away from her for 10 hours at a time. It's like 6:15 in the morning till 4:15 in the evening, and that's a long day to be away from your baby. The first time I did that, I was just like, I wanted to cry, but it's okay. She is still exclusively breastfed and growing like a weed, so I guess we're doing it right. It was hard going back to work too, because I didn't know how much to pump, like, was I doing enough? Is she getting enough food? How much should she be getting? So the pediatrician at the about 2-month checkup said she could have 4 to 5 ounces every 3 hours. So if I'm feeding her more frequently than every 3 hours, she should only have like 2 or so ounces, or 3 ounces, but she could have 4 to 5 ounces every 3 hours based on her weight and everything and her age. I was like, okay, so I've been trying to pump about 3 to 4 ounces because she does want to eat every hour and a half, every 2 hours. That's just the way she is while she's awake. But like I said, she'll give me a good 4 to 6 hour stretch of sleep, the first stretch of sleep at night, so that's okay. But she's not really established a regular pattern yet as far as sleeping goes. We had like a solid week there where she slept 10 to 4, 10 to 5, and then now it's back because we started sleeping her back flat on her back, and she doesn't sleep as well like that. But anyway, she is a happy and healthy girl. We got her 2-month shots, and she handled those like a champ. I think I was more nervous than most moms, but we got them done, and then I immediately put her on my boob, and she just started eating, and she's cried for maybe 2 minutes total from the beginning and to the end, and then we just walked out and we were good. So that was really nice. And we also got her ears pierced. That was technically after she turned 2 months because we had to get her shots at 2 months, but just so you know, we got her ears pierced. So some of these pictures, she might have her ears pierced in them. She's still in size 1 diapers, and she can wear 0 to 3 month clothes or 3 month clothes. I had to pack up the newborn size outfits, and that was kind of sad. She has never reworn an outfit. Like, she's never worn anything more than once. We have a lot of hand-me-down clothes from her cousins that she's never worn anything more than twice or more than once, It's pretty crazy, except for like her swaddles for sleeping at night because those things are expensive. But other than that, like onesies, outerwear, things like that, she's never worn more than once. She still loves to kick her feet. She's been kicking like a storm. She can kick toys off of her, whatever she's sitting in, and she enjoys it. I mean, she likes the challenge. She also grabs things. You saw in my last video with her, she was like grabbing my hair. Now her grip is so strong. You might have noticed I cut off like 6 inches of my hair, but maybe some of you won't notice. But so I thought that was going to help. But she still grabs it. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought it'd be easier to style. It takes the same amount of time, so whatever. But for me, postpartum, I had my 6-week appointment with my doctor after I had a C-section, and everything checked out just fine. Everything is normal, back to normal. I've been released to exercise. I feel really good. As for weight loss, I had lost all of my baby weight by 2 weeks after I had her, and then 3 weeks after I had her, I had lost an additional 10 pounds. So I'm 10 pounds lighter than I was when I got pregnant with her since about 3 weeks postpartum. I know that's unusual, but I was just so swollen, and I had just been eating a lot. I guess while I was pregnant, I don't know, but I got rid of all that extra fluid, and I'm still drinking tons of water as I'm breastfeeding. I'm not dieting in any way, and I have not lost any weight. Since that 3 weeks postpartum, I lost that extra 10 pounds. I haven't lost any more, but I also haven't gained, so I'm okay with that. I feel pretty good. I would like to lose like another 50 pounds, let's be real. Because I'm only 5'2", they want me to be like 100 pounds or 110 pounds. I'm like, psh, yeah. I haven't been 100 pounds since I was in like 4th grade. But I would be really happy to lose like another 20. And I talked to my OBGYN about it, and, asked her like, well, how much weight she wanted me to lose. And she said, like, before I have my next baby, if I could lose another 20 pounds, that would be good, just because then I would be in the next lower BMI category, so I could gain more weight when I was pregnant, and then, but for me to lose 20 pounds from where I am right now, This is the smallest I've been in about 4 or 5 years. I'd have to join some kind of exercise program. I'm not quite there yet as far as gaining back my ab strength since I did have a C-section, but I can already tell like my stomach is getting smaller and my skin is shrinking back. I didn't gain any stretch marks this whole pregnancy. I was really lucky in that respect. But as far as my boobs go, they are working hard. I mean, I'm feeding and pumping every couple of hours, even when I'm in the office. And so I feel like my weight fluctuates on the scale based on like how full they are and if I've pumped or if I've fed her recently. And they're really big or they're really small, and that depends on like how I look. You know, if I look bigger or look really small, is because of did I just feed her, you know? So baby girl's really healthy. I'm just going to show you some videos. Here's one of her kicking her toys. Here are some videos of her smiling. She's just smiling like a champ. I also have video footage of her getting in and out of her baby swaddle. This is the Halo Sleep Sack swaddle. She loves being swaddled. She sleeps very well in it. But then when we take it off in the morning, she's just so happy when she wakes up and loves to stretch. And oh, it just cracks me up. And then she kicks her little legs one at a time. I love that. I guess I'll go ahead and show you my belly this one last time. But honestly, there's not much to see. This is about it. 2 months postpartum. There's not much to see. I mean, I have like, that's my jeans. I have a little bit of a mama pooch, but I don't feel like it's bad at all. I know that wasn't a great belly shot, but yeah, I feel really good. I feel light. I finally have been able to like jog. I jogged like 30 seconds the first time just to be like, can I do this? And I did, so that I started a little bit more. I like to push a stroller. We don't have a jogging stroller or anything. It's just your basic Kiko Keyfit, like 30 or whatever, but we do like it. So I want to do a car seat review and stroller like combo base thing video. If you have any other requests for baby videos, I have a newborn must-haves coming. But let me know. Other than that, I'm just probably going to check in every month or so and show you the baby. She's currently sleeping, so that's why I'm not showing you the baby right now. We have to get ready to go to lunch with the family, but I wanted to check in with you guys. So I'm just going to be showing you some little video footage and pictures. Thanks for watching, and let me know again what you want to see in this video series. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Yes.
Can't tell.